Good morning, folks. I am off to the office, kind of enjoying doing these morning chats. And today I thought about talking about, does greed cost you money? And what I mean, to this whole reselling venture, all my eBay listings I put best offer, and knowing when to take a best offer and when not to can sometimes be tricky. And if you hold out and deny a best offer, what are you holding out for? You're not always going to get top dollar. That's what I found. And that little number on your store or on your listings page, it tells you how much inventory, how much your inventory is worth. But that number is deceiving because it's not really how much your inventory is worth. Your inventory is only worth what it sells for. If someone tells you you can get $30 for an item on a YouTube video, or you look at your solds and you see what things have sold for, and you see, yeah, it sold for $30. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that full $30. Or you're going to hold out and wait a long time for it, because that's not what the market's driving at the moment. And I think there's a lot of things that play into, whether you're going to get that number or not. And I think some people, I don't know how the whole eBay algorithm works, because I can list the same thing, it seems like, for the same price, and either I'm not holding out long enough, or I don't know, it just doesn't sell for what you would think based off of research that it would drive. I keep turning around here because I forget. I was going to go to Burger King and get breakfast, and I haven't been here in quite a while, and I forgot where it was. Anyway, so you hold out for that $30 and it doesn't sell. So then what do? Someone offers you $15, you paid $1 for the item. That $15 would have been money in your pocket, in your greed, holding out for the $30. That's where it's costing you money or losing you money. I'll give you a for instance. I had that rainbow vacuum cleaner I bought locally for $52.50, and I listed it for $250 on Offer Up, and someone asked if I would take $150 for it, and I ended up responding back to them and say I lowered. I thought, I'll lower the price to $200, and maybe they'll counter back with $175, and I would have accepted $175. but never heard back from him. Okay, well, it was the first day that I listed it. I put it up on Offer Up. So, and that was kind of the driver, or my thought process as to why I wasn't going to accept the 150, because it was my first offer. A day later, I got an offer for $100, $50 less than my initial, the first offer that I got. And I thought, you know, it is an older model. Maybe I just overpriced it. So I countered back to them the 200 just to see if they would come back up, because I would have taken the 150 gladly by then, and didn't respond back to them. I think this is a new learning experience for me. The whole I'm starting to think that the Offer Up is it's a one offer pony, one trick pony. If you don't accept the offer right away, they're going to move on to something else. I don't know, maybe it truly was all these individuals had, but there I turned the, you know, I could have easily turned the $50 into $150, you know, making about $100 profit, but I turned it down, and you know, I didn't get anything for it. So there I was. I just passed Burger King outside. I know you guys saw that. I was really craving a Whopper this morning. I don't know why, man. I haven't had a Whopper with cheese in so long. I'm really gonna have to get on the weight loss train. I digress. Anyway, so I guess, you know, I guess my point is, you really got to think. A little harder on whether you before you turn down that offer. A sale is a sale. You know, some people would probably argue, oh, you know, if you just take, you're going to drive the value down or the market down by, you know, taking $15 for something that they're selling for $30. It's gonna drive the price of those items down. Well, you know what? The market is what you can get for it. It's not what somebody told you could get for it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I accept best offer for everything. I mean, I don't always accept the first offer, but I'll usually counter back with something. But it is $1 in your hand is worth, I don't know, I was going to try to make up something clever, but it's too early in the morning. So do you guys do offers? Let me know down in the comments. I know that I'm really starting to rethink, especially using these newer. This is a newer thing for me, using the local apps, Offer Up and Letgo. But I found that it seems like it's a lot harder to get a second response on these apps. I had another guy, I had a train set, listed the whole train for $100. That whole train set. I don't know if you guys saw my past video that I unboxed. And I went through, I cleaned everything up, I put them, you know, arranged them all, bundled all the track, and, you know, took my pictures. It was pretty heavy when it came down to it. And I didn't really want to list it on eBay just because of the weight. It was like heavier items seem to take a little bit longer to sell, and they're a little bit more of a hassle to deal with. So I thought, you know what, if I can unload them locally, I'll do that. Well, I listed them for $100. There was one particular piece in there. The guy was like, "Hey, how much for this piece?" It was a crane, and I responded back and I said, "I'll take $5 for it," because there was some cosmetic damage to it. We had to really look at it to notice it, but there were little pieces that were off of it. So he responded back, "I'm working tonight. I will get back with you to come over. I'd like to see everything you got," because I told him I was willing to park the rest of the lot out as well. And I have not heard back from him. That's been 2 days ago, so I'm almost leaning towards this whole Offer Up thing as more of a spontaneous buy, where people, and when I mean that, I mean if they got some disposable money laying around, $5, $10, $15, they're willing to, it's a lot easier for them to loosen their grip on that cash than $100. So I'm changing up my strategy there a little bit as well. I'm going to try to find things to list that, if I can unload them for, around the $15 to $25 mark. I want to see how that works and see if that's a lot easier. If you guys have experience on those local apps, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll continue to put these videos up, kind of chronicling what I am doing and what's working for me and what's not. I just know that my recent experiences with not accepting a best offer or an offer when I could have easily made a good chunk of profit on them. It cost me money in the long run.
Thanks for choosing Burger King. Can I put you in our supreme breakfast sandwich today?
Can I get a Whopper meal with the hash browns?
Alright, and would you like cheese on that Whopper meal?
Please.
Alright.
And a large coffee.
So I got a Whopper with cheese meal with a hash brown and coffee?
Yeah, the hash browns instead of fries, right?
Yes. And what size did you want that?
Large.
And a large coffee?
Yeah, cream.
And how many creams?
Let's do 3.
Alright, any sugar today?
No, thank you.
Alright, anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright, 805 and second window, please.
Thank you. It's not really that early, but some people would probably argue that about getting a Whopper with cheese for breakfast, but man, I'm craving a burger. But yeah, it still just kind of blows my mind about, I wanted to hold out for more and turn a $150 profit and turning down cash in hand. So consider that when you're out there reselling, and whether you're think about it when you think about whether you're going to do best offer on your eBay listings. Think about it before you say no to an offer on an item you might be selling locally, because I can make this amount is not as much as I did make this amount. So anyway, I'm keeping this short. Excuse my rambling. I'm about to get my breakfast and head to the office, and I will talk to y'all later.